I did a video about the countries that were using XRP at the moment or exploring XRP at the moment. And I got a couple of comments asking me for a link to the document. The tool that I use to find this is called Google Bard. It's an AI platform that is similar to ChatGPT, but it's more recent, right? So ChatGPT's data is trained up until 2021. So anything that happened after 2021, I think was September, ChatGPT has no access to. But Google Bard is not only really recent, it can look up information that happened yesterday, for instance, right? So it has access to the internet. Also, Google Bard is trained with about 10 times as much information as ChatGPT. I find that ChatGPT though still does a better job at presenting the answers, but in terms of like recent stuff, recent activity, Google Bard at least has access to it. So Google Bard is one of the tools that I use to basically get information really quickly rather than sitting there and searching the internet for specific information, especially when I know what I'm looking for. It's a very useful AI tool that can basically drag out information from the corners of the internet that you might not otherwise encounter. Also, it's a slightly more neutral presentation that you would get by reading an article that somebody else has written and putting their own spin on, for instance. It just handles raw data and it tries to present it to you, and then you can do with it what you want. So in this video, I say that the stars are aligning because I'm seeing a lot of things that are just kind of super bullish, especially when it comes to institutions using XRP. So this is an interface of Google Bard. It's basically a chat bot that basically takes in prompts and gives you responses. So one of the things I typed in my research is what organizations are using XRP currently. Sometimes I find it's a little bit funny and it will tell you that it doesn't know, or I'm not allowed to do that. I'm just a data model. Okay, so here are some organizations that are currently using XRP. MoneyGram, which is a huge money transfer, remittances, sending money to people type organization. A global money transfer company that used XRP okay, so that one is in the past to power its cross-border payments. So it actually used it to power its cross-border payments. However, that partnership ended in March 2021. I wonder why that ended. I'm going to look more into that. But this organization is not just exploring, they've actually used it to power their transactions. I've sent money to someone via MoneyGram before, and I wonder if they used XRP at that point. RippleNet, a blockchain-based payment network that uses XRP to provide liquidity and speed up transactions. So that's obviously Ripple's own network. So it makes sense that they use XRP. SBI Remit. Now, SBI Remit is one that is just, this is probably the most bullish company when it comes to XRP. The entire SBI group has other things that they do. They have SBI Motors that sells used cars, and you can actually go and buy cars using XRP. It's insane. Japan is one of the most bullish countries when it comes to XRP. A Japanese money transfer company that uses XRP to power its cross-border payments. In my last video, I talked about the CEO of SBI Group, who said that XRP is going to be used pretty much by every single bank in Japan by 2025. So less than 2 years now, and the entire Japan will be using XRP if this guy is right. Banco Rendimento, that's probably a butchered pronunciation, a Brazilian bank that uses XRP to provide liquidity for its cross-border payments. So that, again, Brazil is very bullish, and a member of BRICS, that's the B in BRICS. So of course, Brazil is very bullish on cryptocurrencies and alternatives to using the current US dollar standard. American Express, everyone's heard of them. I have an Amex card. A financial services company that is exploring the use of XRP for cross-border payments. Now, American Express, of course, is an American company based in the United States. So they're probably, they've got their foot on the brakes at the moment, probably waiting for the results of the lawsuit with the SEC. And basically, in my opinion, they've probably finished their testing, in terms of technology, and they're just waiting for legislation because, of course, they're subject to the SEC being an American company. Standard Chartered Bank, a British bank that uses XRP to provide liquidity for cross-border payments. So, I'm in the UK, so Standard Chartered Bank is one that I'm very familiar with. As you can see, it's a British bank, and they're already using XRP. Over here in the UK, we don't have, our financial regulatory body on the neck of Ripple. XRP is fine over here. We don't have a problem with it. And the United Kingdom actually has released very recently regulations that these banks are happy to see. So they're marching forward with cryptocurrencies, which is a very good thing to know. Bank of America, an American bank that is exploring the use of XRP for cross-border payments. Now, if you compare Bank of America to Standard Chartered Bank, again, just like American Express, obviously they're in the United States, they're subject to SEC regulations. So they're probably waiting for clarity. So as soon as Gary Gensler and co. actually tell them what to do or what they're allowed to do, that they're not going to get fined billions for, they're going to pull the trigger, flip the switch, as they say. And of course, Ripple, that goes without saying, the company that created XRP and RippleNet. Let me ask it, why did MoneyGram and, stop. It probably doesn't know. It's going to tell me, sorry, I'm a data. Oh, there are a few reasons why MoneyGram stopped using XRP. Oh, good God. So it's nothing to do with the technology. It's nothing to do with anything else apart from the lawsuit, man. The SEC lawsuit against Ripple, December 2020. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, sued Ripple Labs, the company that created XRP, alleging that XRP is an unregistered security. So basically, I assume MoneyGram is an American company. So just like American Express and Bank of America, they've gone from using it to just basically be in the background. Look, I guarantee it, once this lawsuit is over, MoneyGram is going to jump right back on XRP because, of course, they've already used it in the past. So they have the infrastructure already built. They have, everything set up and ready to go. They've gone beyond testing. So that makes absolute sense. So it's nothing to do with technology, and I'm not surprised. Singapore has generally positive view of XRP, open to exploring the potential of blockchain technology, and it is monitoring the development of XRP and other cryptocurrencies. So in 2019, granted Ripple an in-principle approval to provide digital payment services in Singapore. So Singapore is happy about it. What about the United Kingdom? The UK's financial regulator has not yet issued a specific guidance for XRP. However, the FCA has said that it is monitoring the developments of cryptocurrencies and it is considering the potential risks and benefits. If you look down here, it talks about the SEC lawsuit. Because the UK and the US are so interwoven in terms of finances and law, and everything that happens in America directly affects what happens in Britain. So even though the general energy towards cryptocurrencies and XRP in the UK is positive, or at least neutral, specifically towards XRP, because of the SEC lawsuit and the energy towards XRP over there, our financial regulators are being a little bit skeptical, basically waiting themselves for the result of what happens in America. And, but here we do have clearer regulations concerning tax. And now recently they've released clearer regulations for companies that won't indulge in XRP or whatever, or cryptocurrencies, in terms of tax and, what information they need to provide. And that basically creates a net positive energy here in the UK. All I know that the stars are aligning across the world. What African countries use XRP? I think XRP is going to be absolutely colossal in Africa, because in African countries, they don't have much, the baggage of legacy systems that are going to step in the way of development, right? Here are some African countries using XRP. Nigeria, it's a huge one. Nigeria is one of the most active countries in the world for XRP adoption. In 2020, Nigeria accounted for over 10% of all XRP transactions. That is absolutely nuts. 10%. I tell you, Africa is where XRP is going to really, really shine, because again, with the exception of Nigeria, Egypt, Senegal, and maybe South Africa, Morocco, the legacy systems aren't really that interwoven into society. People are not as banked as they are in the West. So people have been very, very, very eager and active in adopting crypto and mobile payments. In Kenya, the M-Pesa system, for instance, was just miles ahead of what was happening in Europe and America, because people, market women, farmers, paying for stuff over their phones nearly 20 years ago, right? You have Kenya is another, like I said, is another country with a large XRP community. In 2021, Kenya was ranked as the 10th most active country in XRP adoption. Ghana, also another growing one. South Africa, as expected. Uganda is a newer market for XRP, but it's growing rapidly. Every single country in Africa is going to be down with XRP, and that's just going to be the basis of money transfer, because everyone is trading using the dollar at the moment. If you want to transfer money from Nigeria to South Africa, you'd have to either go through the dollar or maybe GBP before you get to the rand, and there's just no direct large enough counterparty that can take money from Ghana to Kenya, for instance. Now with XRP, it's going to be absolutely seamless, and a lot of these inter-Africa companies are just going to jump on it, and it's just going to be absolutely colossal. Anyway, stars are aligning. Let me end the video here. It's getting too long. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.